Good day, everybody. This is Doug, the Modeling Hermit, and I'm back at you this time from the Junkyard diorama. We've made some more progress on it. We are still going to start at the entry booth, for the ticket booth for it. And as we look down, we see a little tractor sitting here. And if you look off in the distance, you can see the road, the bridge down below there. There will be a road that spans from that bridge up to where the tractor is sitting at. On the back side, I mentioned before, we're going to swing over here to the front of this waterfall that my daughter made. Beautiful waterfall there. These are supposed to be man-made structures. I'll get to that in a minute. So we had the big waterfall and the little waterfall. And then those drop into a river that comes down and comes through the aforementioned bridge. This diorama has a history that it used to be at one time, probably a century before, 75 years to a century before, it was an amusement park. So they built this man-made river going through here. And so we have on the upper section some flat areas where there'll be some foundations go in, maybe some buildings a little bit. And then we come down to a sharp hill, which is going to come down next to the road. And that's going to have bleachers on it. What the people would have ever been sitting there watching from those bleachers, we have no idea. But that nice sharp hill just looked like a perfect place to put bleachers. So let's swing over now and get a little brave, and let's go across our bridge, which is a task for the not the faint at heart, that's for sure. A very narrow bridge. The tow truck does clear it. It does make it. There's a couple places where the duals kind of hang over a little bit, but now as we come across the bridge, we have a road, and like you can see, it's heavily overgrown with grass and weeds. And it looks like somebody at some point or another tried to put some gravel in there and it didn't really work. And it comes straight back to a little foundation in the distance, and then it forks off to a larger foundation back at the back of the diorama. I have several cars set out here. I don't have any plans on that being permanent placement for them. I just need to get an idea of my placement for cars in the future as just preparation. Now, I did not build the buildings. I only built the foundations. I love foundations. Foundations, they tell a story. But they're mysterious, they're intriguing. They draw you in because they tell you the story, but never the complete story. You know, they hint at something, that there was something there at some time or another. It makes you want to know more. But both of these foundations only tell you that at some time or another there was something there. But what? And that's what really intrigues me about foundations. I love foundations almost more than buildings. I probably will put some crumbling buildings on this diorama. I've got a corner right between that set of cars there and that set of cars over there. I've got a corner that is open. And I'm thinking about putting a small... I'm actually thinking about putting somewhat of the remains of a building there. I don't know what it will be yet. And then along this front, my road is nice and straight and it's narrow at the front. And I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 buildings or at least foundations in here, just to give that history to it. That incomplete history. I love that incomplete history. This overflow area, that I was going to fill that in, but I wanted that nice long bridge. So now I've caused myself a problem. If we have the river next to it, but in it's dry. And I don't want rock. I'm just going to have maybe like some puddles in it or something. But so that's going to be a real challenge to me to make something realistic with this. All because I was bound and determined to have that big long bridge. And as we come back up from the bridge, once again, we can see the tow truck sitting there. And then that's the road that is going to come up to where the tractor's at up there. And then we have our upper section. We've got the ticket booth, and we've got some flat areas in here, right in there, that I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. I like to put a little foundation. I've got a nice place that's kind of a rectangle, square, and definitely shows that there's been something there. So I'll be putting some sort of building there. I may actually put in the residence for the person, but it's also a good place. The right below that is where the bleachers are going to go. So this is going to be an intriguing thing up at the top. You're going to have to watch and see how I maneuver what's going to go up here at the top. I might just move the ticket booth over by where the tractor's at. That way I could build a bigger building here. That's all going to have to be seen as we go along. In that back section where I do have all the cars and stuff, there will be a lot of trees going there too and such. So keep an eye on this channel. The Junkyard diorama is coming. That waterfall and the river, that has running water. My daughter designed that with running water. So when we get this going again, you'll be able to actually watch the water go over the waterfalls. And so this is the Modeling Hermit, and I'm signing off the air, and I'm gone.